The $100 billion bet. SoftBank is currently committing more capital to a single silicon project than the entire market cap of the legacy chip giant Intel. As of May 12, 2026, Masayoshi Son is in active negotiations with the French government to anchor his $100 billion Izanagi project in the heart of Europe. This is no longer a venture capital play. It is a full-scale transition into high-volume hardware manufacturing designed to end the global reliance on NVIDIA. By moving from licensing blueprints to forging physical chips, SoftBank is attempting to capture the massive margins they previously left on the table. And the foundation of this transition lies in a fundamental shift at their crown jewel, ARM, from blueprints to production silicon. For decades, ARM was the world's architect, collecting small royalties while companies like Apple and Qualcomm built the actual houses. That business model was safe, but it was too small for Son's vision of artificial general intelligence. In March 2026, ARM officially broke its own rules by launching the AGI CPU, its first dedicated production silicon for data centers. This move has fundamentally altered the relationship with its partners. Instead of just selling the recipe, SoftBank is now selling the meal. By integrating the recent acquisition of Graphcore into the ARM ecosystem, SoftBank has built a proprietary pipeline that bypasses the standard industry bottlenecks. They are no longer just designing the future of compute, they are owning the physical supply of it. But owning the design is worthless without the massive amount of electricity required to run it. The French nuclear factor. The most significant hurdle for any NVIDIA challenger is not the software but the sheer physics of power. This explains why Masayoshi Son is currently sitting in the Élysée Palace. France offers something the rest of Europe cannot: a stable, massive surplus of nuclear energy. The Izanagi project requires gigawatts of dedicated power to fuel the next generation of data centers, and SoftBank is trading capital for energy security. Within the last 30 days, reports have surfaced of a $30 billion commitment specifically for French nuclear integrated data centers. This vertical integration extends all the way down to the battery. SoftBank's new venture, Rose AI, just launched a Japan-based battery plant to develop zinc halogen cells specifically for AI workloads. They are building a closed loop where SoftBank designs the chip, SoftBank builds the server, and SoftBank generates the power that runs the model. While NVIDIA must hope its customers find enough electricity to buy more H100s, SoftBank is building the power plants themselves. This level of control creates a strategic moat that traditional chip designers simply cannot match. And this infrastructure is the key to their partnership with the biggest name in AI software, the Stargate Connection. SoftBank is not building this hardware in a vacuum. Their $64 billion stake in OpenAI has evolved into a joint venture known as Stargate. This massive infrastructure initiative uses Izanagi silicon to power the largest compute clusters ever conceived. By securing the hardware and the power, SoftBank has become the indispensable partner for the most advanced models in existence. This creates a terrifying reality for competitors, a vertical monopoly over the future of intelligence. The real implication. The move from licensing through ARM to manufacturing via Izanagi reveals that SoftBank is no longer an investment company, but a sovereign compute utility. By combining the French nuclear energy deals with the Stargate infrastructure and the new AGI CPU, Masayoshi Son is attempting to solve the three biggest constraints on artificial intelligence simultaneously: design, power, and capital. This strategy shifts the power dynamic away from Silicon Valley and toward the entities that control the physical means of production. For the tech strategists, the takeaway is clear. The era of capital-light software growth is over, replaced by a race for vertical dominance. If SoftBank succeeds, they will own the entire stack from the nuclear reactor to the chatbot interface, effectively taxing every interaction in the AI economy. The margin capture from selling finished silicon instead of licensing IP will fundamentally revalue ARM and its parent company. Watch the June 2026 SoftBank shareholder meeting for the official announcement of their Middle Eastern Sovereign Wealth Partnership, which will likely provide the final $70 billion needed to complete this global compute monopoly. Subscribe for more.